Okay, welcome everyone once again in another session, and we'll be discussing figures of speech in English. On the last turn, we had 10. Today, we'll be maximizing as many as we can. Stay connected for your Tier 2 examination because these are quite beneficial. Let's start without any delay. We'll be discussing figures of speech in English, keeping SSC CGL Tier 2 in mind. Let's start. So on the last one, we had these terms, figures of speech. You just enhance, decorate your lines, words to exaggerate them, to show them off in order to decorate them, enhance them for better impact, for better clarity, the beauty of the language and such. We had these simile to show similarity. We had metaphor, implied simile. It was personification, personification when objects are considered human beings or they behave as human beings. Alliteration, repetition of the same letter, not the sound, letter. The Rocky, say Peter, Piper, packed, pack off, packled, peppers, p all across and such. So many of those. Persistent, pressure, calm, composed, cool, market, movements, CCC, PPP, and such. We had just like consonant sounds, consonants, having those consonant sounds. We had one more, assonance, for the vowel sounds out there, repetition. Rising, tired, consonants, silent, night, and many such. We had hyperbole, where we honestly exaggerate. I'm so hungry, I can eat 50 chapatis. Nobody can eat 50 chapatis, but still exaggerating and putting words in such a manner. I'm so tired, I can sleep for 6 years. Nobody can sleep for 6 years, but still putting into words. Hyperbole, exaggerating that. That was oxymoron, opposite. And similar was paradox, with the tone opposite. Here we have two words which are adjacent to each other but putting opposite meaning. Here we have the tone opposite, the meaning opposite, may not be put juxtaposed or beside each other. One more, onomatopoeia was done on the last turn. Here we are. Irony. You have a look, I'll explain. Because these are not something you can just mug up when I say we have to feel the words. For figures of speech, there's a difference between figures of speech and parts of speech. Parts of speech can be mugged up despite preposition, always a preposition. Say carefully, adverb, always an adverb. Figures of speech, on the other hand, cannot be mugged up. They have to be identified in the sentence. So look at them carefully. Welcome Ramesh, Chivalrous, Sachin, Nancy, Jajanendra. It shouldn't be now. Quick. Irony is something we hear on the news also, comedy shows also. Wow, what an irony. Hmm? For politics, for cricket, and many content such. Welcome, Divyanshi. Good evening. Okay, this is the first one. Let me mark. Irony is when we say something but we mean something else, especially to produce opposite effect. Maybe for humor, maybe when you are so sad and depressed, I voted for this and that, but what's happening in the country? I paid tax for this, right? So these, putting an example, T20 batsman will make us win the test matches, right? That's irony. A number of times we express regret. Sometimes humor also. Feel this. Irony occurs when the actual meaning is opposite to the words spoken. Sometimes producing humor, criticism in general. In general, criticism. Sometimes humor or great effect. I would say criticism. Every single time we hear irony, it is expressing criticism for sure. The organization claimed to value punctuality. The meeting started an hour late. They value punctuality. I hope you can feel this. He called the chaotic office chaotic with chaos, disturbance. A perfect example of efficiency. If something is not proper, how can that be efficient? She remarked, "What a lovely weather," as the storm battered the windows. So that's irony because storm is destroying windows out there and you say, "What a lovely weather." Say sarcastically and somewhat such. Committee praised the report that none of them had actually read. Yes, yes, done, done. We didn't read the report, but we praised it. The so-called transparent process hides more information than it reveals. The name is transparent, but it hides information more than it reveals. Say yes, I go ahead. Way of speaking, you can say that shows you are joking, especially when you mean the opposite way. Sometimes we also put irony, quick, where we intend to have a particular result, but something that happened is the opposite of that. We wanted something else, but something opposite has happened. Yes, obviously. Done. Ankit, I'm not able to get it, brother. What is grooming? Quick comments, please. We are live. Okay. Assuming it is done, showing the next one. That was done on the last turn. If anybody is new here, can watch the previous session. That's the next one. We had discussed 10 on the last turn. Next, pun. That's also quite interesting. You can see the examples. When a word has multiple meanings and you use both of them or similar such in the same example. I repeat, generally an amusing use of some word that has multiple meanings. Let me explain first. You can have a look then. Pun is a play on words having multiple meanings or similar sounds to produce humor or wit. Wow, great intelligence. Just like the electrician, feel the words, Electrician. Um, Quit his job because he couldn't find current motivation. Okay, we quit job because we don't find motivation, but see the pun? Electrician, current. Current has a different meaning for electrician. All of you know. The banker enjoyed weekends because he needed a little interest in life. Interest in life is okay, but for a banker, interest has a different meaning. Reading while sunbathing gives you well read and well red skin. So red and red here. Red for reading, red for the sun. Welcome Vaishnavi. Good evening. The geologist's career was grounded in solid research. Found, base, thesis. That's good for research. Ground on these grounds. But for geologist, which is related to the earth, ground has a different meaning. The meteorologist's humor was always under the weather. I hope you understand the meaning of under the weather, under the cloud, idioms, phrases, and meteorologist has a different meaning for weather. Say done, I changed the slide. Namaskar, Uma. Good evening. Jai Shri Ram, bro. Welcome. Desal, good evening, brother. Do you want the meaning of this or what? It depends upon the rest of the words in the sentence. It depends upon the rest of the words. For example, if you don't mention electrician, then current motivation won't be a pun. If you don't mention banker, then interest in life won't be a pun. If you don't mention reading, then red won't be pun. Okay. Next is apostrophe. The next stage of personification. Personification is when we personify things, treat objects as human beings, having action performing capabilities. Apostrophe is the next stage. Once we consider objects as human beings, personification, and now we talk to them. We are not talking to humans, we are talking to objects as if they were humans. See the examples. Apostrophe is a direct address to someone who is absent, who is dead, who is imaginary or personified. Oh, time, why do you slip away so swiftly? Because time passes by. Talking to time, apostrophe. Oh, justice, when will you prevail? Talking to justice, apostrophe. Oh, ambition, guide me through this uncertainty, apostrophe. Oh, destiny, reveal your intentions, apostrophe. Oh, success, you demand more discipline than ever, May I have the complete sentence, please, Nancy? Welcome, Hemlata. Okay, okay, if that's your creation, no problem. The teacher said, stick to the rules while having a stick in his hand. I hope this is done. Showing the next one. Metonymy. Please ask. Please. Metonymy is close to synecdoche. They are similar but different. In metonymy, we have onym, that means name. Synecdoche doesn't have any name. So here we represent something with the name which is so close to that. It happens in our daily households also. For example, in your household, you use this detergent or that toothpaste or this soap for bathing. We don't say bring a bar of soap. We don't say bring toothpaste. We don't say bring this detergent. We exactly name it. Please bring Pepsodent, huh? So that Pepsodent means toothpaste. Please bring pears. That means soap. Please bring Rinse Supreme. Okay, detergent, right? And such. It happens in the real households also. We don't mention something, but mention something. I'm sorry, beta. All clear from my side here. Whatever visible, and no frames are dropped. Maybe because of some issue. Please excuse me. No problem. I'm not visible at screen. That's okay. You can just go for the content and voice. Same happening here. Metonymy replaces the name of something because it is onym with the name of something quite closely associated with it. The bench delivered historic verdict. Obviously, bench representing those people. Supreme Court, this court and that court. Bench cannot deliver. People will deliver. The jury will deliver. Supreme Court will deliver. But yes, quite the same. The Crown announced new reforms. How can Crown announce new reforms? Okay. The one who's wearing the crown. The king, the ruler. Okay. The newsroom erupted as the results came in. Newsroom cannot erupt? Room? Okay. The people in the newsroom, say the reporters, the journalists, the politicians. Okay. The corporate sector welcomed the tax relief. Not the corporate sector, but people working in the corporate sector. The pen influences reforms more than regulations do. Those words, laws, and such. Welcome, Varsha. Good evening. The throne, referring to the monarchy. Suit, for business executive, turf for horse racing. Please check that. Okay, what's the error that you are getting while downloading the admit card? Thank you. That's what he's saying. Yes, 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 yes. He has clarified. Thank you so much. We will be able to download them before 3 days of the exam date. So those who have on 28th, visible now, 29 may be visible tomorrow, 30 may be visible the next day. Thank you. I hope done. Moving towards the next one. It's synecdoche. It is similar to the previous one, metonymy, but there's a difference. In metonymy, we use a different name for that. In synecdoche, we use something which is a part of that. Just like there's a song, Summer of 69, you might not have heard, one of the best songs ever. Summer of 69, whenever you feel free, you can hear. A gamma first trill, 6 strings, 6 strings, 6 strings. Oh, guitar. Okay, got it, got it, got it. I got some wheels now. Wheels? Okay, you got a new car. Yes, yes, yes. So wheels representing car. Wheel is a part of car, but saying wheels means car. 6 strings are there in a guitar, but saying 6 strings always means guitars. That's synecdoche. Using a part of something to represent the whole of that. Okay, matches. India win World Cup after 28 years, 2011. That's not India actually, the Indian cricket team. Nowadays, men's cricket team. England are the champions. The England cricket team or the men's cricket team of England. So India is that Indian cricket team out there, not the nation. That's synecdoche. Uses a part to represent the whole. All hands were needed to complete the audit. All the people, hands of those people. The wheels pulled up at the entrance right on time. The car pulled up at the entrance. The bureau, that jury, that panel, those people approved the proposal. The troops, the army. The classroom, the students. Yes, great. Woods, forest. Whoa, 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 whoa. Great. Yes, do the dishes. Yes, yes, yes. Great. Yes, Uma. I hope done. Moving ahead. Next, one of my favorites and something that we need on a daily basis, euphemism. From EU, that means good, putting good words, normal words in place of rude, harsh, profane, obsolete, or not obsolete, I'm sorry, obscene words. I repeat, putting normal words, formal words in place of rude, harsh, obscene words. For a great person, we don't say he died, he passed away, he's no more. That's euphemism. For example, if I'm angry at you, being a teacher, I'm angry at you, but I can't use the F word like what the F. Never, ever, ever. Doesn't matter how angry I am, how much angry I am. Instead, I may say, what the hell? Okay. What the heck? Possible. Great. Yes. So, a euphemism softens harsh, unpleasant, or blunt expressions by using mild ones. The employee was, can you step aside? Step aside. I hope you can feel the words. Can you step aside? Instead of dismissing him. Dismiss will be such a harsh word. Can you step aside, please? The patient died. No, he passed away, was no more, according to the company described the losses as temporary setbacks. Loss. No. Temporary setback. Not the loss, we are calling it. The officer referred to the riot, I'm sure you know the meaning of RIOT, as law and order situation. Riot is such a horrible word. The minister termed the tax rise as a revenue adjustment. Whoa. Tax rise as revenue adjustment. Okay. Great presence of mind from your side. Challenge for threats. Great. Yes, euphemism is always positive. Great examples from you guys too. Appreciation. This is euphemism. I request all of you not to remember euphemism, not only to remember euphemism for examinations, but for real life also. When we are in a formal context, GD, debate, meeting, we can't use harsh words. We must use the polite words. Euphemism. Say done. I'll show the next. But feel them. Okay. Next. Lighter-tease. Lighter-tease. That's the pronunciation. This is something that we always use in real life, expressing a negative statement Using, not expressing, I should say, using a negative statement to express something positive. I repeat, using a negative statement to express something positive. For example, if some student says to me, "Sir, I have to go, my father is calling me. May I go now?" And I say, "If your father is calling you, why would I be angry?" Okay. If I say, "Why would I be angry?" I won't be angry. I won't be angry. That means I'll be glad. I'll be happy. If your father is calling you, you are fulfilling the duty of your father, the orders of your father. Why would I be angry? I won't be angry. I'll be happy instead. Expresses a positive idea through negation of its opposite. A number of times we have felt this. He wasn't rich. What do you mean? He wasn't rich. You mean he's poor? He was poor. Yes. I wasn't a little upset. That means I was very upset. She's not ugly. That means she's beautiful. Light at ease. His performance wasn't bad. That means it was good. The proposal is not without merit. That means it has merits. She is not unfamiliar with pressure. That means she is familiar with pressure. This is not impossible. We always use this. That means it is possible. The progress wasn't insignificant. That means it was significant. He's no fool. Exactly. And sometimes we say this for us also. I'm not fool. I'm not a fool. I'm no fool. What do you think? I'm no fool. I understand all these things. Okay. Say done. I'll show the next slide. Yes. Birth birthday is not much far. That means it is close, is near. Okay. Next one, a part of one words in SSC examinations, tautology. Nancy, we had this a couple of days ago. Tautology. We are putting the same information in two different words, putting the same information in two different words, involving using redundant words that repeat the same meaning in different words. The committee insisted on free gifts. Obviously, gifts are free. His explanation was true facts. Obviously, facts are true. She offered advanced planning. Obviously, planning is done in advance. The report demanded final conclusions. Obviously, conclusion is final. They conducted an unexpected surprise inspection. Something which is unexpected is surprise. This is a one word also. Do remember, saying the same information or same thing in different words again. Tautology. Yes, birthday gifts. Birthday gifts won't be uh, tautology because for birthday, okay, gifts not always defines birthday. The reason may be something else also. On your anniversary, I'm gifting you this. On your selection, here's a gift from my side. But yes, unexpected and coincidence should be similar. Exactly, chivalrous. If you work hard, you will succeed. Thank you so much, Beta. I did say the same 3 days ago. Yes, respect that you remember exact words. Yes, yes, yes. If you work hard, you will succeed. Unless you work hard, if you do not work hard, you will not succeed. Exactly. Thank you so much. Okay. The next one is, okay, one of my favorites. And you know this, especially in cricket, for Mahendra Singh Dhoni, for Virat Kohli, and for many legends, we use such lines. He came, he saw, he conquered. I'm sure you have heard this. He came, he saw, he conquered. Where words or phrases or clauses are arranged in an order of increasing importance to build suspense or emotional intensity. See, from the least significant point to the most powerful one, then. He came, he saw, he conquered. I hope you remember these words from the commentators in cricket a number of times. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. Climax, a figure of speech, like grade. It arranges ideas in ascending order of importance, intensity, impact, gradually heightening the effect. He worked, he improved, he transformed his future. First of all, we work hard, then we improve, and then we change our future. The noise grew from a murmur to a rumble to a roar. Murmur, soft. Rumble, okay, considerable. Roar of a lion, so loud. She learned, she applied, she excelled. Obviously, first of all, we learn, then we execute, and then we succeed. The protest spread from a street to a district to the entire city. Like COVID started from a lab to a city to a country to the whole world. The pressure increased from concern to urgency to crisis. Climax. Whoa, respect to the examples you are putting. She smiled, she giggled, she laughed. Whoa, that was amazing. She smiled, she giggled, she laughed. Okay, done. So if we go in an ascending order, we may go in a descending order also. Climax has the up superb Nancy. That's the easiest example one can have. Easy to moderate to difficult. Superb. Yes. If we go from, say, less important to more important, we may come from more important to less important. That's called anticlimax. Also called pathos, the word marked. Descendant from the sublime to the ridiculous. Presenting a sudden descent from important to trivial ones. Feel the first example. I laughed at it. He fought for justice, truth, and a better parking spot. She prepared for months to win the competition and ended up winning a participation badge. I just participated. Superb, Nancy, once again. Good, average, weak. Superb. The chief promised bold reforms, sweeping changes, and free snacks for the staff. He braved storms, criticism, and neighbor's barking dog. The office celebrated the merger, record profits, and a new washing machine. I was not aware of this too. Or I too wasn't aware of this. Thank you, Chivalrous and Hemrata. Thanks for the laughter. Since we have time, we can discuss a couple more, 3 to 4 more. Say done, I show the next. You're asking this? Please mark. Please mark. One more. We have time actually, please. Allusion. I think you know the word allusion. For this, let's search on Google some examples of anticlimax, the figure of speech. A number of those. We will have the formal and the authentic ones. Anticlimax, figure of speech, examples. That's a figure of speech where a series of words, phrases, clauses arranged in descending order of importance for comedic, surprising effects. He lost his parents, job, and his old shoes. She was a vision of beauty, grace, elegance, and she tripped over her own feet. You can feel the importance. Parents, job and shoes. The crowd cheered. The music soared. And then someone sneezed. She faced danger, overcame her fears, and then yawned. He promised to give his life, fortune, and lunch for the cause. See, they mourned for the loss of those lost at sea people and for the loss of cookies and butter. Okay. The hero finally found the buried treasure, which was a box of old socks. Exactly. दहाड़ नहीं कह सकते हो आप, बहुत तेज आवाज किसी भी चीज की, सोअरिंग, जस्ट लाइक रोअर, सोअर, म्यूजिक बहुत तेज. Thank you. Yes, allusion is hint. Alluding to, we have a verb also for this, allude, which is a verb. Okay, it was done if I'm not wrong. Yes, allusion. Hinting at, alluding to, allusion to. An expression to call something in mind without stating it directly. Indirect reference we can call. Hint, signal, indication, like that. Thank you, Vaishnavi. Refers to the indirect reference to a well-known person, event, text, idea. His resilience reminded many of someone. I won't say Sisyphus is someone all of us know. Drop it. Actually, if we hint at those great personalities like Kalidas, like Shakespeare, like Sachin, anyone such, like Michael Jackson. So they have to be names particularly, and we may not be aware of those names. So we are missing that. For example, there was the speech I just had. The speech I just had was an allusion to Shakespeare. I was actually hinting at Shakespeare. What he said was an allusion to Kalidas, was an allusion to Surdas, was an allusion to any figure such, hinting at those great names. So that is also a name. The debate become a David versus someone contest. Pandora's box, I think all of you know, a source of trouble. Remember? Pandora's box. So the situation resembled a Pandora's box full of unpredictable consequences. And meet someone's Waterloo, if you remember. Okay, time up. Finishing things now. Thank you so much. I hope we learned a lot. Would love to see you on the next one also at the same time to have the third session or the next session on figures of speech. I have some 15 more. Thank you so much. If you have a doubt, objection, query, question, feel free to say. The previous one, anticlimax, was the most interesting one. Thank you. Before I finish, let me inform you of a couple of things. 2 new batches starting pretty soon, and then or any running offer right now. He lost his money, wallet, and old shoes, socks. Well, so this now ends today with 45% off on SSC course subscriptions and 1.5 times validity one can grab using the code CHAMP. ending today. Do remember, apply before you buy any subscription. And of course, a couple of new batches starting for CGL Tier 2, the revision and practice 1, English medium, Hinglish medium, and for foundation course 3.0 CGL 2026, the English medium, the Hinglish medium. Thank you everyone for your kind presence. Would love to see you next week here at YouTube. Stay connected. Thanks a lot. God bless you. Yes, can of worms, source of trouble. Yes, Oma. Endless job is actually Penelope's web. That is endless job. Maybe positive. This is a source of trouble. Is a negative one. Yes, maybe. Hemlata. Thank you so much. Respect from my side too. Oma, thank you. Divyanshi, thanks a lot. Cream of the crop. You too. Nancy, thank you so much, beta. Thank you. Thanks a lot for the appreciation and support. Chivalrous, Vaishnavi, Hemlata, and all of you here. Okay. Bye-bye. Take care. Be safe. See you soon.